Hey y'all, it's your girl Indiana, and I'm here with my friend
Sante.
And today we will be addressing this whole topic that's going around,
Yes. So besikhuluma
about imali. We're talking about money today. Is money important in a relationship or not? Like, what role does money play in a relationship? Is it good or is it bad?
disclaimer. Everything we'll mention in this video is only based on opinions. It's our
Nothing.
opinion.
It's not that deep.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not that deep.
But before we get into it, can y'all please show some love by subscribing, commenting, turning that post notification bell on, and sending the links to your friends. You know what I mean?
And that's on period.
And guys, again, if y'all have any ideas, any topics, anything, pranks, anything, let us know. Drop in them comment sections, you know.
So if you have
I feel pretty today, by the way.
because you have pretty. Like, come on now. Anyways, what was I saying? Show me. I was saying if you have like a topic that you want us to talk about, anything you want us to talk about, you have to DM me or Indiana on IG.
Or drop them on the comments. We see your comments.
Yeah, we see your comments.
Before we forget, guys, there's someone that commented and we didn't see we saw the comment, but we couldn't respond to it because it just disappeared.
Yeah.
We saw you. We love you.
Shout out to everybody that's been commenting. Thank you so much.
And welcome to the new ones. We're welcoming you all.
Welcome. Don't be afraid to subscribe, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so does money matter in a relationship?
Personally, I say yes. It does. It really does, because when you look at it, most people divorce and break up because of problems of imali, like of money problems. Yeah, financial problem. So if that was the case, I don't know what I'm saying right now.
Okay, if that's the case, that means that money carries the whole relationship.
Yeah.
Because when you guys get married, there's sort of responsibilities that you have to face, and those responsibilities require money, in order for you guys to sustain all of that. So money could also affect certain relationships due to like certain reasons. As you grow, it becomes more important.
Yeah.
Because Toluguti, sometimes we get into a relationship with people who are far from us, and what do we need to get there? We need money. We have to have fun with your partner and go out. What do you need? Money.
This is not a message for guys that guys need to pay, need to do it. It's for both. It has to go both ways for it to work.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't go both ways, the other one will feel like, I'm just working to serve, like to pay someone. It'll feel like a job instead of feeling like a relationship,
Yeah, I feel like there's some like a sort of a culture these days in social media, especially TikTok, because it's the most like famous app that we use these days. It's like a culture of, I'm a girl, you're serving me as a guy. If you don't pay me, if you don't bow down before me, I'm gonna leave you, and all of that. I feel like most of these things are on social media, but face to face, nah. I've noticed there isn't a lot of people like that face to face, actually. So I feel like it's a trend, having a guy that will sustain you, that will pay your bills, that will give you flowers, those huge flowers that you have to show off on TikTok and all of that. But face to face, it doesn't happen as much.
Yeah.
Like all my life, I've never seen a guy go by the flower section to get flowers. Have you seen a guy?
I've seen.
You've seen?
I've seen.
I've never. It's always empty, that section, man. I've never.
I won't lie though, like I've seen my dad do it more than I've seen other people doing it.
No, I'm talking about other people. Don't talk about your dad. Other people.
Guys, can you also talk about the situation about it's not about money, but it's about relationship. Have you noticed something? It's rare to see couples holding hands in public.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like
I mean, some people are not as affectionate in public, you know.
Yeah, but it's weird though. Like in
weird.
social media, you're holding hands, you're all over and everything, and then in reality, when you're walking down the street, you're not holding hands. It's like,
I don't think it happens a lot in social media. You see a lot of couples.
have you not seen people taking pictures of their mans holding hands? What? You haven't?
No. I thought, okay, you're just posing for a picture. Right? Well, but we're speaking about money.
Yeah. The topic, we're off topic, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Next question.
Yeah. Okay. Another question.
Sorry.
What is the difference between a broke guy and a rich guy?
That's tough. That's a really good question.
I feel like Mina, a broke guy, ne, they sort of ish man. Because there's this pressure of having money and all of that. I feel like they feel insecure because they know they can't provide for you, you know. And a man's role is to provide for his girl, ne. I feel like a man feels more empowered and more happy when he sees that he can provide for the girl. Now he becomes scared. There could be a guy that will come to you and do that for you, you know. He starts getting insecure, you know. When you have money, it's like, oh, where did you get that money? I didn't give you any money and all of that. I feel like he becomes like his masculinity is sort of fragile when it comes to that, you know. But they are quite loving, and they have more time for you, you know. Compared to the guys that have money, they're mostly busy, you know, because that's all they can provide for you, the time and the love and all of that. And I feel like it's but have you noticed broke guys cheat more than guys have money?
It's true, because if you think about it, the ones that have money are busy focusing on developing their businesses to higher level that they are already in.
And most of the time, guys who have money need girls for like what, sex? Or just spending time with them. Toluguti, sometimes the guy would pay you money just to spend time with him, you know. In
it's rare to find one that's looking for a genuine relationship, like wifey type of thing. And then with the insecurity thing you were talking about with poor guys, is the fact, have you noticed, Gucci, when you dating a poor guy or when someone is dating a poor guy, and let's say the way you dress brings out the insecurities in them. Like, let's say you go into a club and then like you're wearing short stuff and everything. I mean, it's a club, you're supposed to look comfortable. But the fact that you're revealing certain things,
like you're gonna attract.
Yeah, you're gonna attract a lot of people, and they know that it's easier for you to leave because they don't really provide much besides the I've seen that happen a lot.
And also, I think we once mentioned this in our other video, the other video we shot. If you're a guy and you suggest a date, I feel like it's proper for you to pay for that date, actually. But if you guys, both of you decide, oh, you know what, let's hang out and all of that, it's been a while. But if it's a guy asking for your time and he's not used to hanging out with you and he wants to open that chapter between you guys, he should pay.
I feel like it's 50-50 though. Like also if like Sharp, I'm a girl and I'm dating someone, I feel like if I request a date, I should pay.
Yes.
But then that comes to something.
Even for a girl, that's true.
That comes to something like I was watching a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So this guy is dating he's dating a child, a billionaire, like a mayor's child. And he's just and she's also an influencer, TikTok, YouTuber, right? In that part. So this guy is just a taxi driver. Like taxi, not Lama Kombi, taxi driver. And he owns a shop. He doesn't have that much money. He owns 90s music type of like a museum situation. And then now he takes they were having a fallout in the relationship because the girl's ex came and the girl's ex has money, like he's loaded. And then he felt threatened about this whole situation that the ex is back on like the era. So he was like, whoa, I need to step up my game. So he did that and like went to the most expensive hotel, like restaurant and situation. And then this girl, just because he said just order anything, it's on me. And the girl did that. And then the card declined.
You.
And they tried it again, it declined. And the waiter's like, do you have another card, like an extra card? And he's like, no, that's the only, like, he got mad about it. He's like, that's the only card I have, I know the money's in there because I put it in there in the morning, And then the girl's like, because it was bringing attention to them, the girl like just gave the waiter like her card, and she paid.
Like, let me pay.
After that whole situation, the guy was angry, right? They broke up. Because of my insecurities and I was just like
dating a broke guy, ne? Okay, when you've been dating a broke guy and you move on and date a guy that gives you money almost monthly or daily,
randomly without you asking,
I feel like that sort of like changes how you see relationships, because the next relationship you go to, you kind of sort of expect like
something same,
you know,
than that,
because I don't know, you sort of feel you sort of feel like, you know, he has to give you something once in a while, you know, as a surprise, gift, money, or otherwise he's not appreciating you, which is sort of a bit unfair though, because the guy doesn't even know your past and all of that.
No, but sorry, I feel like it also applies to the rules of Ama Flowers. Have you noticed, Guti, when you're a girl and you date someone, okay, first you're gonna date someone that doesn't give you flowers, and then next you just get someone who loves you, Emma love letters, brings you flowers randomly, and then after that breakup, you're not gonna settle for someone who doesn't bring.
It raises your
standards for sure.
It does raise your standards.
So it's the same with money. If you get in a money relationship, you're gonna need.
It becomes difficult to date a broke
to accept that I was once there. Now it's like I did go there, but I didn't enjoy it. Now we move.
And because of this, I think it's sort of fair to ask your partner if they've dated someone that does that for them in the past, so that you know what you can expect. You know, or not to look at some people, their love language is receiving gifts or giving, you know, so it's also important to like get to know your partner's love language so that they don't feel discarded, you know. I have a question, have you dated a broke guy and how was it?
I won't lie, it wasn't the best experience ever. Because in that relationship, I had money and he didn't have. I feel like he had money, but he didn't have money for me. You know, does that make sense?
He didn't give you money.
Yeah,
he had money for himself.
That, like, knowing his background, they had money in the family, but I feel like he didn't have money for me. You know what I mean?
You're okay.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the best, guys. Like, knowing the fact that at times, Sharp, you would pay for Ama dates, things like that. But you know, there's things that you just need to do as a guy to, like, you know, to show appreciation. You can't, like get me a teddy bear or something,
like something unexpected. You know,
like it could be the tiniest small, like something, even if you lip gloss, guys, like. We appreciate the small thing. You don't need to waste thousands. Just like, you know, the thought of Gucci, you actually thought of it and you bought it for me. It counts. Like, How was your experience?
I also have when I was like still a teenager. When you're a teenager, man, like as long as you get love and time, you know, it's child.
Back home,
or once in a while take a pizza, you know, but it was sort of difficult at some point, you know, as I got to mature within the relationship, because I got to realize, Uguti, each time I had money with me, I was scared of showing that I have money, because it's gonna be like, where do you get it from, who gave you the money and all of that. And I was even scared to suggest, okay, let's go on a date, I have money and all of that, and he would have to go and I would have to pay. For some reason, men feel embarrassed if you pay for a date, but still they debate to Gucci, it has to be 50-50. That's so weird.
It's weird, really.
It's so weird. Okay.
But I love my relationship where they split the money though. Like,
yeah. A man's role is to like be dominant and sort of show ukuthi in future they can provide for you as a man, ne? And if he shows ukuthi he doesn't have those elements that show ukuthi in future he might be able to even take care of the child you guys are gonna have or take care of the family, then why stay with that guy? You know, if a guy doesn't have financial knowledge, it sort of kind of scares me, because you're failing now, and what if in future we decide to have a child or get married? You know, you're not even trying, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm getting money from mama, and you're in your like mid-20s and all of that. Because
I hate men or boys that depend on their family. Like, okay, Sharp, we know, okay, you know those boys where they're like, okay guys, there's nothing wrong about a family business and everything, but at times I feel like now as a child, like let's say, okay, and let's get the situation is you are the only child. That's fair for you to like.
Oh, you're saying you hate people like kids who depend on the family business?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what?
I hate guys that do that. Why?
If you grow up with that advantage, take it with both hands. Because a lot of people need it. Mina, I'm like, get your bag.
Get your bag.
Because Mina, I know in that very same situation, I would take advantage. It's what I wish I had. So if you don't take that opportunity, I think I was dating a guy at some point named, and his family owned like a factory, ne? And his father used to like put pressure on him to be involved in the business and all of that. And he wasn't even my race. He was Afrikaner, I think, and his family made sure Oguti, like he was involved in the family business and all of that. You know the culture they have, the culture of like sending the child to work and getting them experience with the kind of service they offer as a family. And he was so irritated by that, and that angered me because I know my background, and I know as a black woman in South Africa, it's gonna be hard for me. And if I had that opportunity, I would take it with both hands, because they've created sort of a future for him. And now he's like, oh,
is he the only child or what?
He had a younger sister. Yeah, but because he was like the eldest and he was a guy, you know, they put pressure on him, you know. And I wish I had that, Mina. If you're a nepotism baby in a nanny, get your bag. Get your bag. Sometimes, Mina, when I watch those YouTube videos where they like confront Abu Kendall, Lily Rose Depp, and they're like, yo, guys are nipple babies, so what? If you guys had the opportunity, you'd take it with both hands. What would you have done? What? Would you have put on a CV to get a random job? No. Nah, let's not lie to ourselves. Let us not lie to ourselves. What do you want them to do? You know? I would have done the same thing, honestly. Picture yourself in that situation and see what you would have done.
I chose school.
Huh?
I chose school.
You chose school?
No, I chose school.
You chose school?
Yeah. Okay, but my reason was...
It's not wrong to get educated, but it's also not wrong taking the opportunities that are just provided for you without working.
Well, with me,
I feel like...
With me, this is how I did it, ne? I've been working with my parents for as long as I remember, since I was my grade 5. So I know how the whole business operates and everything. But I just spoke to myself and I was like, what if in the future run I don't enjoy what I'm doing now
with their business?
With their business? What if it's not something I'll enjoy in 10 years or 20 years? So I was like, okay, let me just have a backup something. But I know that even when I'm done, Lana, I'll go back home and carry on where I was.
You see?
But for now, I'm just like, let me just do something new, you know?
Yeah, it's not a problem. Like, doing something new is not a problem. But I feel like it's sort of unfair to blame people for...
Okay, I might have put the statement wrong. I meant, you know, those boys that no, my mom works, my dad works, so there's no need for me to put in the work. Like, they don't have their own offices and everything. Like, they just work in 9 to 5. But they like, my parents both work. I got an accommodation. I always eat. What's the reason for me to work? You've never met someone like that?
No.
Yo.
Never.
Girl, there's men out there that will be like, hey, Baba, as long as my mom and my dad still alive, I get accommodation, I get money.
Are you talking about guys who get pocket money?
Yeah. Something like that.
I mean, I feel like pocket money, it goes with age. If you're a teenager, if you're a guy and you're a teenager and you're in your early 20s and you're not employed and you get pocket money, I feel like it's fine for me, you know. But from your mid to your late 20s, I feel like you should start pushing. You know,
the thing is, the ones, like, some of them are friends. Like, you know,
pocket money, if you're in your teens, early 20s, I don't have a problem, because it's hard to find a job and you're still young.
But then what about the ones that are not willing to find a job because they know, mommy and daddy
will provide.
By one, when I say I need food, there's already food on the table.
Run.
You know those guys, Moz. I feel like, guys, if you know a guy like that, comment, because
Okay, last question. Does struggle love benefit both the boyfriend and the girlfriend as time goes on? If you are like, you guys have been dating from when you guys were broke and you helped your partner to like grow and immerse, does it actually benefit you if you stick to that person?
It's a
struggle love.
It's a 20% street. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I've seen relationships where you'd see people suffer together, and then blow up together, and they make it really good, like, and they make it look so good.
Yeah.
But I've also seen relationships where they struggle together, and when they started winning together, or one of them starts winning, they don't back up the other one.
Yeah.
And then they separate. They go for more developed girls, more successful girls than the one winner, the one that's been struggling with you the whole time.
Yeah.
I've seen situations like that. So that's why I'm saying it's a 20, not even 50, it's a 20 streets. You need to have guts strong for you to accept this whole situation and understand, okay, we are struggling. And put it in mind, there's chances good whenever you'll start blowing up or your partner start blowing up, they might leave you. You need to put that in your head.
You must be just be there for love and all of that.
As for the marriages, that's what I can say.
I mean, personally, I do feel like money changes people.
It does.
It does change people a lot.
Only if you allow it, though.
Huh?
Only if you allow it.
Allow it. No, don't allow it. It changes you, and you don't even notice it at sometimes. Because sometimes it separates you from the people you knew from the past. Because you now can get into space. You can now get into spaces that are
and places
quite different. You know. Yeah, but I feel like most of the time you guys separate because it changes you guys. Like it changes you.
It changes men mostly compared to girls. That's what I've seen.
Yeah. I feel like that's sort of a stereotype.
I mean, it's what I've seen, like through research and everything.
Movies.
Not movies. Like I've seen. Girl, Spela Swaziland, as small as Swaziland is,
you see a lot of things.
When I tell you, Guti, it's off topic, but Swazi people have dated each other. Like you all know, Guti, how when you dated Umzala was, but like that's how news travel in Swaziland. So,
yeah, I mean, honestly, like I feel like this thing is struggle life in and I feel like it also creates wounds between you guys.
Yeah.
Because you've shed this blood, sweat, and tears to this person, and now this person is leaving you, and they want to maybe sort of expand their lives, and then when you can't let them go because you've worked hard for this thing.
That dirty them now that they are clean.
I feel like it's not a good investment. Like supporting a person and lifting that person, and don't do it for the sake of lasting with him or her, because sometimes it might happen, they have to let you go in order for them to breathe, and that's okay, and that's okay. And I'm pretty sure you, by the time he leaves, you would have learned a lot of things, and you would have become stronger as a person and all of that. And one of my educators once said that she wishes that everyone gets married because marriage teaches you a lot of things. Like, actually divorce teaches you a lot of things more than marriage, because there's things that go on.
Just turns your whole world upside down.
It turns your whole world around, you know, and you start to see the world for what it is, you know.
That's why the best advice I'll ever give you: don't get married. Just don't do it. Be happy alone, fam.
Okay, I feel like this is the end of the video. If you feel like, okay, down below, let me know if you would date, you would be involved in struggle love. Is struggle love worth it? How is dating a broke guy? How is dating an employed guy? Let me not say rich guy, a guy who is employed, who can provide. How is it for you? Which one do you prefer? And what do you think of this whole thing, this whole topic, money just being involved in these relationships that we're in nowadays, you know? Yeah.
Thank you for reaching this far. And now we're listening to the news. So please subscribe, comment, and like. And show us some love, man.
Yeah, and share this with people who
your friends. I mean, you might want not talk about topics, you know. So
yeah.
And guys, if there's any topic, any video idea you all have in your minds, please comment, DM us.
Bye.
We love y'all.